Mayberry. Él es el productor en jefe de Diablo 3 y ahorita vamos a tener la oportunidad de que ustedes platiquen con él, le pregunten todo lo que quieran, nos platique su experiencia en el último par de años después de estar trabajando en el proyecto de Diablo 3 y que a lo mejor nos platique los últimos detalles de la última fase de producción del juego, ¿no? Entonces, sin más por el momento, les doy a ustedes, les dejo con Alex Mayberry, el productor en jefe de Diablo 3. Alex.
I'm Alex Mayberry. I'm the producer on Diablo 3. I'm extremely excited to be here today with all of you to talk about this game that we've been working so hard on. I played Diablo 1 before I was ever in the game industry, and I played Diablo 2 before I ever worked at Blizzard, and Diablo 2 was my favorite game of all time. So to be able to be part of the great team that has made Diablo 3 and to be able to come here and introduce it to you and answer your questions is just a dream come true. So with that said, I'm here to answer your questions, and let's get started. Yes.
What was the biggest challenge for you for developing Diablo 3?
Making sure that we didn't mess it up. Millions of people love the Diablo franchise, and we wanted to make sure that we respected what was done before us. At the same time, we needed to move forward into modern technology and take it in new directions, and yet still retain what it means to be Diablo. And that's probably been one of the biggest challenges. We've tried many different things that aren't in the game today because we felt like it didn't work or it wasn't Diablo enough. So holding true to that vision for Diablo is probably the thing that weighed on us the most. And then the other issue is just, although the game is simple to play and easy to learn and seems pretty straightforward as you play, what's happening under the hood, with the computer, everything is so random. It presented all sorts of challenges to make sure that we had a great experience. Yes?
Your favorite character and why?
Well, I kind of have two, because in Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, I played exclusively Barbarian. So I have a lot of fond memories of Barbarian, a lot of nostalgia there for me. But then I also worked on World of Warcraft through the last 3 expansions, and my last character was Mage. So when I joined the team, I started playing the Wizard, and I really liked the Wizard. So I made it playing the Wizard as my first character. But really, we designed all the characters to be different and unique, equally powerful, but in different ways. So we feel like we struck a good balance of there's a character for everybody, and they're all worth playing.
Since you have played Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, how will you keep things balanced in Diablo 3 and speaking about items, because if you remember playing Diablo 2, it was everything about Magic Find. PvPing was Magic Find. Everything was about it. It wasn't about leveling up. It was about finding the Stones of Jordan. It was about finding Mara's Kaleidoscope and every single item in the game that gave you more powers and stuff. So do you think these items will be available in Diablo 3 and will make them more valuable than items we can craft?
We have a group of system designers who are just amazing when it comes to balance and tuning. They tune the game, and they have these massive spreadsheets with these crazy mathematical algorithms, and they know at every point in the game what level items should be dropping and what level you should be. So they also fortunately have Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 experience of that development to draw from. So I'm really confident that they've balanced the game very well across all difficulty settings. So yeah, Magic Find is still valuable. People are going to want to use that gear, but it's not going to be everything. They've taken that into account in the way that they've balanced it after the launch. Mainly it's team deathmatch up to 8 players, 4-on-4. But we're going to have arenas designed specifically for deathmatch, which means that we'll be balanced against all the different classes, and the actual environments will be designed advantage of each class's abilities. So it'll be a much more PvP-specific environment than the previous games.
Okay, so it's gonna be something similar to the arena on World of Warcraft?
That's right.
Right. Thanks.
How do you define Diablo 3 in your personal opinion?
How do I find it?
Define you Diablo 3. How do you define this game?
How do I define it? Well, I mean, obviously it's an action RPG game, but you know, the Diablo franchise really is the franchise that started the whole action RPG genre. So we have that experience to draw from for Diablo 3. I think the biggest thing about Diablo 3 is the randomness and replayability. When you beat the game the first time, you're only halfway through the level progression. You designed the game to level you up through every difficulty setting. But we also designed it so that each time you play through, it's going to be a slightly different experience. There's so much content in the game, there's no way you can see it just after one playthrough, or two playthroughs, or three playthroughs. Even today, you know, when I play the beta, every now and then I'll see something that I haven't seen before. And so I think it's that experience that makes Diablo 3 unique from other games in this genre.
What would you say is the newest change or the newest addition that Diablo 3 has?
Oh, the skill system, and specifically the rune system. So there's actually more choices in the skill system. What we did is we did away with the tree structure, and we just reformatted it so that the presentation is different. Instead of having to go down a path and choose skills that maybe you don't want to pick the one that you do, we make them all available to you. Every time you level up, you're going to either get a new skill, a new passive trait, or a rune. And it's the rune system that adds the subtle complexity. Because early on, you may be getting skills that you're not that excited about. But that's okay, because later on, you will unlock a rune that you can then apply to that skill, and it will change the skill dramatically in all sorts of crazy ways. And this will happen all the way through level 60 through Inferno. And as you continue to play into the game, you'll come across scenarios that maybe the current skills that you are using aren't working for you. So you can go back into your skills and choose different ones for different situations. So at the end, we feel like the system we created allows for much more customization and much more situational context. So, you know, if you're fighting a boss and you're just really getting killed, you can try different skills against him and a different strategy.
Yes.
Let's say I'm only a console gamer. What's the reason I need to shift to take a PC and play Diablo?
Well, because it'll be out May 15th. You don't have to wait for it. You know, we are actively researching the game for console. But it's no secret, we up on our jobs page, we're looking actively for great console developers. We have a team in place they're working right now on exploring the possibility of Diablo 3 for consoles. Right now it's just a possibility.
But I mean, what I would say to a console gamer, that this gamer needs to shift to play a PC game.
Oh, that's easy. It's the best action RPG that will ever play.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
All right.
Yes, I would like to know, that I played the beta, why did you change something very specific about Diablo 1 and 2 that was the skill points that you could add to the status of your character? You could add strength, dexterity, but you took that off?
Yeah, we did. We found that we had a lot of other things in the game too, and we had a certain point that too much customization, too much sitting there in a user interface, moving points around and trying to do math in your head was really not that fun. So we wanted to change it to a more elegant system that took some of that burden off the player. At the same time, we add more choices just in the way that you unlock skills, and then also we combine that with a lot more variety with the items that are dropped. And we just felt like that part of the game had become redundant, so we took it out. I shouldn't even say we took it out, we just streamlined it into other systems. Yes.
Why did you decide to downgrade the level cap to level 60 I mean, I know there weren't enough things to do after level 60 in Diablo 2 and Diablo 1, but why did you take that decision? Is there any DLC like World of Warcraft where there will be more levels to be explored later?
Not at this time. Like we're not planning anything specific, although that's always an option for us. It's more just of the way that this game is built, specifically Diablo 3, how the levels progress over the entire content. Our game director and our designers, just after looking at the entirety of the game, found that level 60 was just the right number. We don't generally set out with a specific number in mind. Instead, we tune the game and we look at the level of progression and we just determine what feels best